All right. DeVon, just talk about the game tonight, 25 points, including 8 of 8 at the free throw line, including some critical ones down the stretch. Just your opinion on the game.
We just had to get settled in the first half. We was turning over a little bit to the press, and then we made some adjustments. And in the second half, we didn't turn this over so much in the second half against the press. So, and with my free throws, I mean, I just been working on them coming down the stretch to knock them in.
All right, we'll start first with Matt. Go ahead, Matt.
DeVon, great game tonight. You mentioned the free throws. What is it about your poise and maturity and in a game like this that allows you to just step up and make those in crunch time?
I mean, since I was little, I just I've been built for this moment right here. Just when I go to the free throw line, I tell myself I'm built for it. So when I go to the line, I know I'm gonna make those.
How did you guys, you mentioned a lot of turnovers and stuff. What was the message at halftime and even in the end of the first half there to get the lead and take back control? What did you guys do on the bench? What were some things going on there that made this team come together like they have the rest of the year?
Like you said, we just had to stay together. We was breaking apart a little bit when we was turning it over, and coach told us stay together, and then that's what we did.
You hadn't played Eastern Kentucky for it's been back in December, those matchups. You know, what had changed? It had been a long time since you'd seen them, so you were different, they were different. Did that factor in the outcome, not having seen them in 2 months?
Not really. I mean, it's teams similar to them with their pressure because we just got done playing Austin Peay a few weeks ago, so we was kind of prepared for it. Just us not having no practice and stuff, being able to practice and shoot around and stuff. That's why we kind of started off slow to me a little bit in the first half against the press, but we got it together.
And so tomorrow you're going to play for the championship against Belmont, and you just played them last Saturday. So the thoughts about that matchup?
We just got to come in. We got to be disciplined against Belmont, honestly. Be disciplined, and I think we can get the job done.
All right. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
We'll have Coach Spradlin here in just 1 second for everybody. If anybody knows they're going to have questions for Coach, just let me know down in the chat.
Oh.
All right, Coach, just give us a general thought in the game, and then we'll go to some questions.
I mean, first of all, hats off to Eastern Kentucky. Fantastic season. They did an unbelievable job, and what a great college basketball game. It's what the OVC tournament is about, coming down to the wire, as many of these games have. And, I'm just really proud of our guys. As DeVon mentioned, the pressure got to us at first. We made some uncharacteristic turnovers, a few defensive mistakes. We started to break apart slightly, which has happened a time or two throughout the year. But the great thing about this group is their toughness and their togetherness has overcome that type of adversity many times before and given us the confidence to do that. And so made enough plays. DeVon, huge, especially ending the half with a couple big threes, driving the ball, beating the press, getting stops. We switched and put him on Wendell Green, and he did a phenomenal job of making scoring really tough for him. But I'm just really proud of our guys, their overall effort of just staying the course and sticking together for a really hard-fought win.
All right, Coach, let's go to Julianne first.
Hey, Coach. You beat Belmont a few weeks ago, not even a few, like pretty much last week. You got most of your points in the paint, and this time Nick's going to be back, and he's going to close up the floor a little bit. What about him makes the game different, and how are you going to prepare for his stature in the post?
Yeah, obviously with Mazinski, they're a different team. They have the ability to score inside more efficiently. He can pass it out of the post. He's a terrific rim protector, as you mentioned there. Our game plan is not going to change a whole lot. That's what we do. I don't think you get all the way to 22 wins and make it to the championship game of your conference tournament and change up what you do. So points in the paint is going to be something we try to do against everyone, and we'll certainly try to do that tomorrow night against Belmont.
Let's go to Matt.
Hey, Coach. How big was it to, not break apart there in the first half, get that 12-0 run to take some momentum into the second half? I know it was a game of runs, but to get that momentum and not kind of fall down there at the end of the half and go in with the lead.
Yeah, obviously you go into halftime, you want to go in with the lead, and to get it back the way that we did, I thought really just said a lot about our guys' character, and they just made the plays that they needed to. Talon was phenomenal against the press, making plays. We had trouble getting the ball to Janai. He didn't get frustrated. He was defending at a really high level. We were able to get Trey King into foul trouble to where he wasn't, a big factor in the game here tonight. When he was in, we did a good job defensively. But, going in with some momentum is really important. And as you mentioned, it's a game of runs. We say that to our guys all the time so that they don't become discouraged. And I thought our guys, Matt, just had great belief. We tell them all the time, keep trusting your defense, trust what we do. It's proven we're the best in the league defensively, and it'll work. And, Wendell Green, give him credit. He hit 2, maybe 3 threes, 8 feet behind the lines, felt like, in the first half. And our guys, and then he made a couple, tough twos in the paint in the second half. Well, that was our game plan. Can he make enough of those to beat us? We just kept telling the guys that, and that's a hard thing for 18 to 22-year-olds to keep coming to the huddle and hearing when he's scoring baskets. His coach, he's making these. Yeah, but we're up. That's the thing. Stick to the plan, believe in what we're telling you, and to the credit, our guys did that, and the result was what we wanted it to be.
DeVon Cooper, 24 consecutive made free throws in the last 3 games, including huge ones down the stretch, obviously. What was it about him and his confidence in being able to do that? That part of the game is key, I think.
Yeah, without question. And DeVon deserves to play with great confidence. DeVon's been a good player here for a long time. I have the utmost confidence in him, being him and James being the only 2 guys that have been here all 4 years. I have great trust in him. DeVon trusts myself and our staff for what we ask him to do, and believe in him to go and make those plays for us. But, DeVon deserves that success. I mean, there's nobody that works harder than him, whether it's taking care of his body or extra work or working on the mental side of the game and learning the game. There's not too many people that work harder than all of our guys, but really DeVon does a great job with it. So he deserves to have success, and he deserves to play with that confidence. And we've got the confidence in him. And so the ball needs to be in his hands coming down the stretch, whether it's shooting free throws or making a decision against the press or scoring a basket. He stepped up and made the plays that you would expect him to make.
We asked you the other night, Coach, about you played and you had a day off, and we didn't know how that factor in. Did that have any factor in the game that you had a day off and EKU had played yesterday?
Maybe. I'm not sure. I tell you, we didn't get a whole lot of rest yesterday. We weren't on our feet, but we didn't go to bed thanks to Austin P and Murray and all those other teams have kept us up pretty late watching games and staying excited. But yeah, I mean, I'm sure it helps, but that's why you put in the work in your 20-game conference season, so that when you finish the 1 or 2 seed, you don't just get to stay in a nice hotel and walk to the game. You get some type of incentive. It wasn't a bye this year. It was an extra day off. So our guys earned that, and they may have played a factor here tonight.
Sometimes when you're playing a team for the 3rd time, you have played, maybe early January and mid-February, and now you and Belmont have played now 3 times in basically 4 weeks. Just to expound a little bit maybe on that matchup, and haven't played them twice in the past 3 weeks.
Yeah, it's going to make scouting reports easy for each staff. That's for sure. We've already done it. We've obviously watched each other's, 2 OVC tournament games. We know each other really well. It's going to be a battle. It's going to be a battle. It's going to be a great college basketball game. Casey's going to have his team ready. We're going to have our team ready as well. And, obviously, Nick being back is a factor for sure. He's a great player. And so we're going to be ready, but it's interesting. We just played each other literally a week ago in, an instant classic game that, we were up 9 points with a minute to go, and they forced overtime, and then we end up, able to win it in overtime. And it was just a phenomenal way to end the season for us, gave us momentum, helped us win Wednesday night and tonight. They'll be ready, and so will we. So it's going to be a great college basketball game for what's a really a great championship in our league. Whoever wins this thing, it's a great honor because we have a fantastic league in the OVC.
Thanks, Coach, for your time.
Thank you.